Hello, everyone. Thank you, Pickers Church. Must be that Tuesday night. It's me, Ronnie from Cape Cod, Hart Pickers, and I'm here with Mr. Chad, the Golden Finger Picker.
Hi.
What's
I forgot to get this other laptop set up, so we have the third person dude.
Third person.
And it's dead. It's dead on a door now. Well, we got what we got.
So how are you doing, Mr. Chadwick?
I'm doing really well. Thank you. It's been a good week. I've been super tired though. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Yeah, past couple of days I've just been so like blah. But been listing. I got those 40 slides listed yesterday that I put my video out about, those rare 1940s airplane type negative slides. So I'm excited about those. They've been up for, well, since last night. No real hits on them, but we're getting some lookies and some watchers. And I think the highest one I've got is like $135. So they range between $135 to $50 a piece, average. So expecting.
Did you put best offer on those?
Yeah. I think I even put a sale on at $10.
You get any offers yet?
No offers, just some lookies and some watchers. And it, I expect something like that to take some time, and I understand that. So, but I'm still excited about them.
Right on. I looked at him yesterday. I mean, no, was it this morning? Yes. I don't remember if it was yesterday or this morning, dude. But I did look him. I was like, I was because I seen him, but I wanted to see him. It's like, hey, I want to see.
Weren't they really neat slides? Weren't they really neat? I mean, just
it's the right subject matter. I mean, yeah. That's what.
And there literally isn't any like negatives or slides of the T-6 Texan aircraft. And hopefully, people will like them. And I don't know. We'll just see where they go. It's kind of uncharted territory. I mean, I'm used to dealing in some rare slides and stuff, but at least there's something to compare them to. But there just really wasn't anything here. And, just from talking to everybody and getting their input, they seem to think that they're really good and on the rare side. So we'll see how it goes.
Very nice. I hope you do the best. I hope you do good with them. I don't know what my mouth was trying to say, but my brain was not understanding.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
What's up, Rudy?
Speaking of like
Rudy.
Support. Hey, what's up, Rudy? Yeah, I think you're lagging a little bit tonight. It's either you or me. One of us is lagging because it's like either I'm getting a bad signal because of my internet or something. But anyway, we're going to do it as we go.
You're getting what you get tonight. Ronnie, if you want to leave a dislike, leave a dislike.
And you know what's crazy? I don't know what it is about this time of year, but last year about this time, and I remember us talking about this, a lot of people were really starting to nitpick us, or people are starting to get very nitpicky and very intolerant. And I mean, just over, I think the past 24 hours, the video I had yesterday, somebody said they absolutely hate my shirt that I was wearing in the video. It was that cow and chicken shirt. It's like, oh, I'm sorry you don't like my shirt, but I hope you got something out of what I was saying or something like that. And then, no, there's no echo. I don't hear any echo. And then somebody said on one of my videos, you need to turn your Facebook off when you're making a video like this. And I'm thinking, what? First thing I did is I clicked on his name and I went to his YouTube channel and I just watched the first video I saw. And within 5 seconds, you hear a ding on his face on his video. And it's like, dude, don't come busting on me if your crap ain't together. But yeah, I don't know what it is. People are like, are on edge and in the Facebook groups. Oh my God. Today they're going off. And it's that time of year, Ronnie. It's that who else thinks that Goodwill prices are just too high? It's like, oh my God, not again. And I swear to God, every state chimed in, Ronnie. Literally every state. Oh yeah, it's horrible. Oh yeah, it's horrible. And then I think the only two people that were trying to be positive was me and that Lonnie Oscar. And I'm going to do a screen share and then I'll explain why, guys. If you look here, this is the big chat, and Lonnie Oscar, you know, he's saying just horrible. Here's an example of a $2 shirt I got. You know, this thing sold for 131 bucks. You know, it was bought at either Goodwill or Salvation Army, you know, what everybody was complaining about. And then he had this one, same thing. He bought it for $8 at a Goodwill or Salvation Army and he sold it for $544. Okay. And guys, I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say it again for the 5,000th time. And if you're new to reselling, okay, don't look at the bad in things, okay? I hated my Salvation Army. I hated it. I didn't like the prices, and I didn't think there was a good selection. So I didn't go there every day or every other day, but I would not stop checking in to see. And then all of a sudden, I was starting to get really good things. So do I hate it anymore? No. But if the prices are too high at a thrift store, it doesn't do you any good to sit back and moan and groan and complain about how high the prices are. And for God's sake, if you do not sell clothes, you know, don't expect Goodwill to dish out a lot of stuff to you, because if you won't even touch clothes, which Goodwill is like 95% clothes in most areas, then don't expect a whole lot. If it's too high for you, then just scoot on down the road and don't go there. It doesn't do any good to just whine and complain about it, because the only thing that happens when you do that is you just create a negative environment, you know? I love my Goodwill. I love my Salvation Army. Are their prices high? Generally. But can I get some awesome deals there? Absolutely. And, you know, no matter how high it is, if you don't like it, don't go there. It's like, that's how it is. What's that steak restaurant, Ronnie, that it's like 150 bucks for a T-bone steak? And I mean, it's a well-known, something Ruby. Anyway, it's a real high-end steakhouse. I mean, do you hear people saying, I won't go there, the prices are... No, people, they just don't go there. They don't even bring it up. You know, they'll go to their Chili's but they don't sit in Chili's and complain about how high the prices are at this Ruby Chris. That's it. Or Ruth Chris. Yeah, Ruth Chris. You know, I just don't get it. Can you explain that to me, Ronnie?
Never been there.
No, can you explain the whole attitude? I mean, you're only putting roadblocks in front of yourself if you have this attitude, right?
People like to complain. Maybe it's venting, maybe it's not, but people love to complain, especially about prices of products going up. It's just in general, prices go up. You never see prices to anything go down. Never. Everything goes up. Postage goes up. They bitch and moan about postage. You know, eBay fees, you know, went up. You're going up. You hear everybody, oh my God, the end of the world. It's like, if you don't like it, go to another platform. You know, every platform is changed. Amazon's changed, you know, a little bit now. eBay's changed. I mean, if you don't like it, go somewhere else. Just don't complain about it. If your thrift stores are charging too much, find another way to get product. You know, it's just, you can't be negative. Constantly try to bring yourself down in your business. You got to figure out a way to fix it and move on, and not be so, you know, just crazy. about it, just you'll never hear me a store being, all worked up about prices of stuff.
Well, Pittsburgh Mike just asked, so you guys like higher prices? Do you want to take that first, and then I'll take it next?
I mean, do you like higher prices? Let's put it this way. If a pair of shoes is $10 and you could profit $100 on it, I know a lot of people still would not pay the $10 because, they priced that up from $6 where the regular shoes are. I ain't going to buy it. But I'll buy it. Dude, there was a pair of boots I bought last week for $17. People are like, you paid $17 for a pair of boots. I sold those in 12 hours for $288. Like, you don't want to pay $17, but you don't want to make money either. And then I don't get it.
Yeah. My answer to that is no, I don't like higher prices. But what can I do about that besides not, if I think the price is too high, I'm not going to go stomping out of the store, I'm going to take my bat with me and not come here anymore because your prices are too high. No, you just move on. And would I stop going to a thrift store because I think prices are too high? No, because if you've been in this long enough, you'll understand that even though a Goodwill or Salvation Army may have a Ralph Lauren polo shirt for $10, like just stupid high, they may have a Coogee crazy Bill Cosby looking sweater for $5 that's worth, $200. It's just, but you have to do the work to find those great deals. And trust me, they are there. They are there. I don't care how expensive you think your Goodwill store is or how expensive you think your Salvation Army is. There's always a deal to be made there. I don't care what you're saying. Just Cherry Vintage just said, stop thinking poor. I totally understand that. I really, really do. But, just don't discount a place because you think it's too high. If you really think it's too, then just don't even go there. Just stop going there. What good does it do to raise your blood pressure and spend an hour and a half on a post, feeding into each other's anger, and I just don't get it. I made one comment at first saying I would suggest just not going there because it's I don't know. It's really kind of funny, but at the same time, it's like, do that many people have that attitude? That's only going to hamper them making money. It really is. I don't get it. And maybe that's just the old school of me that it's so easy to overcome and adapt type thing. It doesn't break my heart if I walk out of a Goodwill and not buy anything. I don't get pissed off. And it just, I don't know. There's been times where I just thought certain items I saw, and I think I did a video one time. It was just so outrageous, and I just thought it was kind of funny. It's like, look at this shirt. I mean, I think they had like $30 on just like a Ralph Lauren polo in a Goodwill in Destin. So, yeah. Please, Ronnie.
I mean, some of the stores are crazy with their prices, and they miss things all the time here and there. So, I mean, it's some of the stores here are not the cheapest. But there's 50% off gift discount cards. There's 30% off at the Savers if you spend a certain amount. So you can cut your loss. I mean, you could, what I'm saying, save some money off the top of the line. And make it work.
Yeah, there's all kinds of ways to deal with this high price. Or what you think is high price. If I went shopping with Ronnie, I would probably be like, just what the hell, dude? You just spent $500 today. But I mean, it's just at a different level. I mean, Ronnie won't flinch twice about spending $25 on a piece of clothing because he knows it'll make him 150. I mean, it's just that so many people don't have that mentality. It's like, oh my God, it's $25 and it's in a thrift shop. It's like, man, if you can get over that mentality, you might start making some money. Does that make sense, Ronnie?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen they had a Monty dress at our Salvation Army for a little while, and it was new tags, but they wanted 100. It was either 150 or $250. And I kept on, I didn't have any interest even when it was half off. I'm like, because it's women's stuff, I'm going to sell. But somebody bought that dress within 1 month because it was gone, that dress.
Yeah.
And they had a pair of jeans for like $150 too, a pair of Robert Cavalli jeans, new tags that were up there. And I had no interest in that. You know, there's certain things I'm going to walk away from, but
do you get mad when you walk away?
I don't get mad.
No,
I might laugh it off because it has a $1,200 price tag on it. What are you expecting them to sell it for?
Yeah.
You know, to be honest, I mean, they're not just going to throw it out there for $10 because they might think they can get a little more for it. And you know what? It still was like, what, 10% of retail value? I mean, like, it's a thrift store. Like, that's not too bad. I mean, I think the most I've ever spent for any one item at a thrift store was a Burberry new tags cashmere sport coat, and I paid $75.
Wow.
But I did sell that jacket within probably 2 or 3 months for how much did I get? I got like $350, $400 for it. You know,
Yeah.
and it had a price tag of like $1,200. So I mean, it's like a good buy at $75. If you have the money, that's probably better. If you have the money to spend on it, yeah, you can do it. But if that was the $75 that you had to spend on that week getting stuff, you know what? It was probably a better idea to pick up a bunch of other things or maybe source someplace on a half off day.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
You know.
And I think once again, it's, you know, with these thrift stores, it's more about educating yourself. And one of my biggest sayings that I like to use is make sure you're not walking past something that's going to make you a great profit. And I think that's where a lot of people make it. I'm not going to call it a mistake because they're not aware. And I think once you do this for so long, your brain automatically tells you if you don't recognize it, then you need to figure it out. Okay. And that is the kind of, man, that's probably some of the best advice I could ever give to a new reseller is if you don't recognize it and you don't know the value of it, then check it out. And that is, yeah. Oh, but not to keep beating a dead horse, but you know, on this thing I was talking about, how everybody's complaining about Goodwill and stuff. I don't know if you saw the post, Ronnie, but guess the old favorite complaint about Goodwill. Guess what? It actually showed up in this thread. Do you know what that is? And you're frozen.
Or my computer kind of took a shit on me.
Does anybody in the chat know what the biggest, like, whenever somebody's complaining about Goodwill, what everybody ends up talking about? Let's hear it. The famous old complaint about Goodwill.
They get everything for free.
No.
I don't know.
There you go.
CEO making millions.
Yeah, the CEO that makes the umpteen $billion and nobody else makes anything. You know, I don't know what he makes, and I could care less. All I know is he didn't get to that spot that he's in by being a bad business person. Okay. So, you know, and what good does it do to complain? If you want to boycott the place, just don't go there. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what the CEO of eBay makes. I could care less because it doesn't affect my pocketbook one bit. And it's just another one of those instances where people are looking for something, some person, some entity to blame for why they're frustrated inside with what's going on in their business. And if you can just think about that, if you try to catch yourself from whenever you're doing it, it's like, okay, you're complaining. Are you looking to blame for your situation? Or are you just a right fighter that you just don't care what the situation is and you just don't think that a CEO should be making this much money? I mean, I just don't know. Somebody just said the CEO is blind. So it's like, come on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that's the way I see it. When I see people complaining about stuff like this, my immediate thought is they're just looking for somebody to blame, you know, and for whatever situation they're currently in. Otherwise, they wouldn't be complaining. You know, they'd be looking at the positives and stuff. So, well, we just burnt 20 minutes with that, Ronnie. Woo!
It's psychobabble right there. 100% psychobabble.
Well, it's not. I mean, I think sometimes, and I don't mind being the person. You know, if somebody's watching, that was doing it. I'm not trying to beat up on you. It's just sometimes, and Ronnie does this with me. Sometimes he'll give me a check, okay, and it'll be like you know, get me back focused. You know, I'll be ranting and raving and privately about something. He's like, dude, what good's it gonna do? And I'll be like, you're right, Ronnie. You're right. Okay. Let's move on. You know, so, and if I'm that person to say, dude, complaining about Goodwill prices is going to get you nowhere, you know, then maybe.
I think if I got a bigger,
I
think my biggest gripe right now is with the tax man.
Yeah,
tax man took a chunk.
I figured
took a chunk out of my ass, like a pit bull on my ass.
I figured you'd be in a bad mood for the next couple of weeks when you told me that. I'm like, oh shit, Ronnie's going to be in a bad mood for a while. Last year you were in a bad mood for a while.
It wasn't even bad last year. It turned out not to be bad this year. You know what I mean? It was. I was thinking it was a lot bigger than it was gonna be, but you know what? You don't know till they all get look at it on paper and try to have idea what you are, but till you plug everything in the computer and you know sit down and you talk about things. And one thing I forgot was my mileage and stuff like that. So made a big difference. But it was still a good chunk. Is he dying on us over there or what?
Man, I just had a coughing fit. I'm glad I muted myself before
you
I
haven't
did it.
You haven't been doing good with that thing. You're all right there.
I'm struggling a little bit. But I'm trying. Get these coughing fits, man, and you start sweating, you know.
Getting hot flashes, dude. You're getting old.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for coming tonight. We appreciate you spending your Tuesday night with us. And once again, we didn't really have a topic tonight, but oh God, don't start the 420 stuff. Yeah. But no, we thank you for spending your time with us. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to put several question marks in front of your question so we can catch it and we'll pull it over. Chad, did you decide what to do with the TA plane slides? Yeah, we talked about that at the beginning of the show, I went ahead and listed them. They're listed anywhere from $135 down to about $50. So I'm expecting some good things from it. We'll see how it goes, and it's going to be one of those long tail type things. Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, Ronnie, there's a question. Ronnie, when will be a good time to PM you those RC
I told
car?
him.
Oh, you got an RC car coming, huh?
No,
Maybe?
I don't. He messaged me last week about it. I told him just to send me a. I think he hit me up on YouTube, and I sent him a message. So I was waiting, but you might not get the response. YouTube is a place to message people. It doesn't always. It's kind of hard to find the messages on YouTube.
Rudy's busting in on you, man. He's trying to steal that stuff. I want the RC stuff.
Good for you, Rudy.
He's got some nice stuff too.
But what else? What else do we have on our plate? Any Selena thing? Any Selena news this week?
Yeah, I actually bought a funny car, which is a Selena funny car. I bought it on a 10th, and it was a zero feedback guy, and the jerk never sent it. So I requested his phone number. I had Ronnie and Dusty in a hangout this morning, and I went through eBay and requested his information. I got it, and I called this guy, and I says, "Dude, this is the guy you sold that Selena funny car to. It's like a diecast car." And I said, "Why didn't you send it to me?" He goes, "Oh, I've been really busy. I haven't really been at my apartment." And I'm like, "Dude, that's no answer." And I'm like, "I need my money back." I lied, and I said it was for a gift 5 days ago. So, it's just a big disappointment because it was a really, really cool thing. But I got one I'm really, really super proud of is, you all know what 35 millimeter film is. This is 35 millimeter. See how big it is? And I actually purchased the actual trailer for the Selena movie. What you would see on TV, a trailer. And I purchased it on the 10th, and it still hasn't gotten here. So, but yeah, it's a Selena movie trailer on 35 millimeter film. So that's exciting. I should have that here soon. And we're even closer to May 6th and 7th, where I'm going to Corpus Christi, Texas, Kim and I, for the big Selena festival. So, yes, take a nap, Cherry. I'm done now. So, yeah, we're excited about it. It's going to be an awesome picking trip as well.
How long do you think you're going to go for?
I don't know. It starts on the 6th. We might take 2 days to get there. We might leave on the 4th. So, and then take our time getting back. It'll end up being probably a damn week, but yeah. So I probably won't be here for Pickers Church or Resellers Pulse that night, Friday night, unless I can join live on. I could join live on my phone, man. I'll be at the festival. That'd be cool. That's where I'm going to learn to periscope. I mean, really periscope, not falling through my living room glass table and all that crap. I mean, that should be fun stuff. So I'm excited about it. And Kim's even excited too, believe it or not. And I will say, Ronnie, you can't be busting on me too much about Selena anymore, because you're in a special Selena group now. So it's awesome. It's awesome. So
I had to check out what was going on over there.
Yeah, it's a very cool. It's so positive, man. It's like, why can't the Reseller Society be like this? And but no, it's just all positive. Of course, it's all based on positivity and such a great person and stuff like that. So it's bitty bitty bop, bitty bitty bop bop.
Maybe I'll go to New York that week.
Yes.
Take a week off and relax and chill out and visit. Actually, I think that week there's an auction I wanted to go up into in Maine. So who knows? Now I'm getting all these pictures of stuff, but I'll look at those in a minute. But what was I thinking? I don't know. I am dying to check out an auction. I had a dream about an auction the other day. And I never dreamed, dude. I don't even remember now. It was kind of weird. I just remembered. But it was like, hey, I want to go. I want to fill my truck up with goodies. And I got a lot of truck to fill up.
Chad, what was the Selena doll I showed you pics of today? Oh, is that you, man? Yeah. Ty Boy, his wife is also a Selena fan, and she actually has the Selena Grammy doll. And that's a really expensive, nice doll. Yeah, she cut it short in the last video. Kim cut. You might be behind in our videos. Her hair, it was short for a while, but yeah. In the last video, I don't know. Sorry about that. Okay.
Rainbow and puppies.
Do what?
Rainbow
What are you
and puppies. I was looking at rainbow and puppies. What I like to go to auctions for, well, what I want to go to auctions for is vintage advertising, that kind of stuff, and anything I can make money on selling it on eBay.
What the hell? Are you serious? She confused Kim with Dusty's wife, Tristan, with the short hair. No, my wife is Kim. Dusty's wife is Tristan. And I don't have any green shelves behind me. Yeah, I'm really excited to go to down there to see the museum and the statues and just the overall experience. So, all right, we're done with the Selena talk, Ronnie. I appreciate you giving me a Selena minute, as we say.
It's like Selena 10.
Yes, Kim collects the Starbucks mugs. Yes, yes. And she got one from, oh my gosh. She got one from somebody this week. And I will show that in our next video on Friday night. I am so sorry I forgot the name, so I'm not even going to bring it up. But yes. Here's something, Ronnie. What was I going to say? And it was a good topic too. Shoot. Oh, has anybody heard? I know they're going to be pulling it out, these eBay shipping supplies. Has anybody heard an update on exactly what we're going to be getting? The boxes and stuff like that? I haven't. Yeah, I haven't heard anything yet. I did find out. I did find out where you can order them from, and if you don't know, check out our good friend Crazy New York Driver. Ronnie and I both talked with him in the past, and Joe is his name. So he did a pretty cool video about where you can actually find it in your My eBay and order them that way. So yeah. Okay.
All right.
Did you
Ronnie,
both?
is
Oh, go ahead.
Tommy Hilfiger a good investment to resell? Only the vintage stuff. If you can find the vintage, loud colors, bright colors stuff. I made a video about it. It's back a few months ago. Some of that stuff sells really well. I've sold a few pieces well over $100. Sold a hockey jersey, 60 maybe once. So stuff doesn't, but it has to be the older stuff. Can't be any of the new shit.
Yeah. Did you both start with basic stores? And if so, when was it you made the decision to step up to the next level? Oh. Whoa. Yeah.
Just keep reading, chat.
Yeah, I started with the basic store, and now I'm the mid-level store. And I guess what it pretty much come down to was every month I was using the, what is it, 100 listings? It was, or 150 or something
for the basic store.
Yeah,
it was 100, I think, and then they moved it to 150, and now it's going to be
300 or something. Yeah, I'm not sure, but pretty much it's been a long time. And I was just, when I was spending money every month on my listings, and, it's like, why not? Because you have to be able to just say, okay, that's just an expense. It's an expense that has to, if you spend too much time like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, that's that undue stress I talk about a lot. If it's, it's just an expense, just like WorthPoint is just an expense. And if you're going to benefit from it by using it, it's going to come back tenfold. Okay. By utilizing a bigger store, you're going to list more stuff to get the best possible use from that store. And you're going to end up making more money, which is going to pay for that store. It all comes out in the wash. I mean, it all comes out in the end, and it ends up just being a good business decision. And then if it's not, if you're going backwards instead of forwards, then maybe you need to reconsider it. But just that step forward is moving forward in your business. I mean, it's like anything else, it's like, it's no different than making a decision to buy a new computer for your business. It's like, okay, is this brand new computer going to help me up my game? Is it going to help me make more money? Or, do you don't care if it takes you, Ronnie, remember in the mornings when I go out to my shipping computer in my garage, and sometimes it's just like, what the hell? And I have to reboot it because it just locks up on me. I've got a new computer sitting out there. I just haven't hooked it up yet. But it's like, at what point do you need to invest a little bit more money to do better for your business? I hope that makes sense to you. But yeah.
It does. I rather buy more stuff than my business than give the money to the tax man.
Yeah, I think next year, Ronnie, in December, you need to really look into the donations.
No, I'm buying a trailer. I'm buying a trailer in December, dude. I'm buying a trailer for the business. Buy one of those like 8x24 trailers.
Give $30,000 in donations, and that should help you out. What? Yeah, I need to check that out. I thank you, Sean Dankers. As you all know, a Selena autograph is one of my big things I want to get. So, yeah, it could be on a hot dog bun for all I care. I just, I want one. So, I know that's funny, but yeah, yes. But yeah, there's all kinds of ways. So that you can up your business, and just upping your store is just one way to, you know, to grow your business. I mean, if you're going to do it, guys, I'm in the middle store. And if I take on the big store, then I need to be damn sure I'm going to be making an extra $350 to cover that expense and to be using it. I mean, right now, there's no reason for me to, because I don't list 5,000 items a month. If I ever get to the point to where I'm listing over 1,000 items a month and I'm starting to pay, and then it would benefit me to move up to the next store, absolutely I would. What is the best time of day of the week to post eBay items, Ronnie?
I think if you're doing buy it nows, I really don't think it matters. Just post them up whenever. But if you're gonna run auctions, we used to run a lot of auction. I think everybody starts off doing auctions. I know we did, and I used to run them the week. It was like at Sundays. Everybody's ending them on Sunday, so maybe it's better to end them on a different night. Monday, maybe. Friday and Saturdays, I kind of think a lot of people are out, so it's kind of hard to get a huge, it's kind of hard. I never had really good luck on Friday and Saturdays, but almost any other week, I think it would be interesting to end them because most people are home those nights. And I think Sunday might be a little saturated with auctions.
Yeah.
So that's when most people end their stuff. I mean, probably more than any other day.
I don't know. I've never, and every now and then I'll run an auction, but for me, when I run an auction, I'll typically do a 3-day auction. And I don't care what day of the week it is. It's just, I don't know. I've just always, I don't know.
You'll have an auction end at like 3:00 in the afternoon. Like it's no rhyme or reason. Yeah. And then you complain why your ashtray didn't sell for $200.
No, I don't even remember when that ended, but something that people wait to see an item till the very last second, then
I know you had a GPS, and I almost tried buying it off of you. That ended in the middle. It ended literally in the middle of the day. Like I was doing it just to be funny about it, and I missed it. And I remember I was out that day, and I remember it was in the middle of the day. Yeah. I was like, "Damn it, I missed it," because it went for cheap money.
Yes, stupid cheap. But see, I pick up a lot of my auction stuff, and as much as if you click watch on an auction. If you click, it's going to let you know that this auction is ending soon. And I don't know. Whether it's a Sunday night is any different, from somebody getting that notification that I don't know what makes Sunday night to where somebody will be like, yeah, I'm going to go back and bid on this because, they just notified me. I mean, if it was me and it was at 10 o'clock in the morning, if I got that notification that I wanted it, I would go bid on it at that time. So I don't understand it. If, maybe somebody can explain to me what's so special about Sunday night. We're all mobile nowadays. So it's not like you have to be at home in front of a computer to bid on something. So I don't get it. I think
that the belief was for the longest time that most people are home Sunday night. That's kind of changed. I mean, a lot of this game has changed selling and buying because of these damn smartphones.
Yeah, they need to do
walking around.
They need to do a
computer within 2 feet of your hands.
Yeah, they need to do a study now about the mobile buying. Where is the mobile buying being done? At home on your phone, or out and about on your phone, at work on your phone. I guarantee that the Sunday night thing is probably blown out of the water, because you're right. It was most of the time people are home at that time and they can get in front of their computer and do it. But I'm telling you, what are they saying now? 75 to 80% of e-commerce is done on mobile devices now. So I think that says a lot. So I really don't care when I post my auctions. But if I had to say, make sure they end on Sunday night. What do you guys do when you do mobile, when you mobile shop? Let us know in the chat.
I like to shop when I'm at home. I don't like to shop on the go. I'll watch. I mean, I'll find certain things, but I won't buy almost anything.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm interested in something and I get a notification, it don't matter where I'm at. I'm going to check it out. Picker Smurf says, Chad, what's your opinion about listing aerial Navy black and white photos from the 50s? It would depend on where it's at, what kind of altitude it's at, you know, who's taking the pictures, you know, what's the reason for the pictures being taken? Is it of other aircraft? Is it of the ground that nobody can recognize anything? It just all depends on the subject matter, but absolutely I would list that type of stuff. It's military, it's from the 50s, and that's just cool. Aerial. Maybe you're saying planes that are in flight? Oh, yeah. That would be good. Biscard says, Chad, if you come across a Selena autograph, would you get it authenticated to be certain it's real? Lots of fake autographs out there. I, for one, could authenticate an autograph. I really could. I know what to look for when it comes to relief and pen stroke, and when somebody's trying to copy and pressure, and I'm really aware of all that, and I know how to tell if something's been like auto penned or it's a print or it's a duplicate. Like something like that for my personal collection, probably not. I would be able to tell with a loop and an example of a real signature. But as far as like to resell something, if it depended on the value that I would actually, because I just sold, actually just sold yesterday, a cut, and it had Jack Nicholson, it had Arnold Palmer, it had several other golfers on it. I didn't get it authenticated, you know, and it didn't bring a whole ton of money, but yeah, it would depend. Chad, did you get better pics of the slides after the Walgreens disappointment? Yeah, if you watch the end of the video that I put out yesterday, it had showed the results that I produced. I put up like 5 or 10 at the end of the video to see, and they turned out awesome. The scans turned out beautiful. Would you guys like to see a couple of them? Is that cool, Ronnie?
Yeah, sure. Let's
see here. Let me, instead of showing you on my personal, pull it up in my. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Do you have me highlighted by chance? Okay.
No.
Oh.
I'll mute myself and you just talk.
Okay. Here we go, guys. This is really cool. This is some pilots. You could tell who the pilots are, and you could tell who the airmen are. Let's see. I found out what these planes are. That's a really cool set of planes there. Those are like some really cool 4 propeller. I can't remember what they're called, but I figured it out. Here's a couple guys working on a plane. It's called a T6 Texan. That aircraft is. This is okay. This is a really good photo as far as content, and it's got them lined up, and it's got the full length of it. That's a really good photo right there. And something like this would be a good photo. This right here is what you want to see when it comes to it's an identifying mark, okay, which places this particular plane from Goodfellow Field, from the 40s. In the 50s, it ended up becoming Goodfellow Air Force Base. So that's a really good picture right there as far as content. And that's a T6 right there. And this is really a high quality photo. This is just cool. It has the cool factor. It's got a military person, you know, just kick back, relaxing. Oh, and there's another one of him. That's a really good photo. Oh, where's some good stuff? Here we go. Got that one. Got that one. He's in the cockpit. This is okay, this right here. And I'm showing you guys what I'm saying. Now, this is a really good one. You're probably saying, like, that's a really good one. We're saying it at the same time. And you're right. That is a great quality. It's a great content. It's got the identifier right there. It's actually got the tail number. And, I mean, it's just a really, really good photo. And let's see, there's a couple more I'd like to show. This is really awesome. Once again, it's got the identifier. We've got an airman there, and you know, from the 40s, he's African American, which, you know, that's whether it means anything to me personally, it doesn't, but you know, during that time, it did mean something, and a lot of people like to, you know, to see that. Let's see. But did I put African American in my title? Absolutely not. I put an airman. So, you know, I'm not using that to try to get more money. We got that one. That's really cool. It's a mechanic working on the engine. We've got another one, him working on the engine. Got this guy working on the engine. I mean, these are just awesome photos, guys. They turned out very well. I'm super happy with my processing of them. So, you know, the company that tried to print the prints off, big disappointment. Big disappointment. I mean, here, if this will tell you anything, here's one of the pictures. I mean, that's a horrible picture. If you can see the pixelation in the sky, it's just a horrible picture. It may look kind of good for you guys, but trust me, it's not a good picture. See the pixelation? That's pathetic. And so, but yeah. Okay, let's see. 8mm film of them flying and landing. Now that would be badass. Yeah. Picker Smurf says they looks like old Google satellite pictures for sure from high altitude. That would be interesting. I'd like to see some pictures like that. But yeah, Cherry of Interest says I put African American and black as keywords because there are AAs who want only those pictures for their collections. Yeah, I understand that. But you know, as a soldier, a fellow, you know, I don't know. There are times that I would use like African American or something like that. But, you know, what I see in my eyes is that's a fellow soldier, you know, and as a soldier, there's no color. And I just, yeah. Yeah, Julie, I hear what you're saying, but there is a higher demand for African as a seller. You know, there is a higher demand with African American stuff during certain times, and that's just a matter of fact. It's not, you know, an opinion or anything like that. It is what it is. But as far as this, I just chose not to use it because, you know, he's a soldier, and I think soldier standing on plane, and whoever's looking at it can figure it out for themselves. So, all right, Ronnie. Woo, we just went through another 30 minutes.
Very good, Mr. Chadwick. I don't really have anything to talk about. I haven't been out really, and just I smashed my knee yesterday at the beach.
Oh,
I was walking and the sun was setting. I was down by the beach and I said, I want to see this. Because I have to get my taxes done. I was kind of happy. And I freaking tripped over the curb. Like, I don't know where it came from. And I couldn't recover. My knee smashed against the damn concrete. So rolling today. When it bent, it's kind of hurt a little bit. But other than that, I mean, it's like, it's not that bad. But man, it hurt. Like, yes, I was laying on the ground. I was laying on my back. So I was like, I'll get up in a second. And dude, two people will just walk right by me and they don't even say nothing.
good God.
I was like,
pick
man,
yourself up.
no,
Oh, I do have to
I
ask
was
you
just
this.
laying there because, like,
Go
you
ahead.
embarrass yourself and you're looking around to see if anybody caught you.
I do have to ask you this, and I don't want to put you on the spot or anything, but how are you doing on your 100 items a week listing? Where are you at
I
this
did
week?
get done. I got 79 done last week. And I haven't listed anything new this week so far. No, that's not true. I think I did list a few things yesterday, like 5 or 6 things. I gotta go back out and find some stuff. I'm kind of, I didn't even find 100 things last week, which was kind of what my liking. So I did list up 70, 79. I have it right here. So
Yeah.
how many things you say, keep track of it. But this week just with taxes, trying to get that out of the way and everything. It was a lot on my mind, and now we're trying to figure out where we're going to stay in New York for June. June. So we're figuring out the different other things. I don't know. I might not even go out this week. I might not even this week. It's whatever.
Yeah.
I don't stick to my goals very well.
It's all good. It's all good. Somebody said if it was a woman soldier, Chad would put woman soldier in the title. It's like, no. Yeah. Yeah, I did not take Susanna's message as like I'm a chauvinistic pig. I just took it as, I don't know if she sees my other listings, because I do have a lot of slides of like young women models, and and I described them as that because that's what they were actually doing, or sometimes, when it comes to like slides and descriptions and keywords, it is real important. And yeah, I wouldn't say I crossed the line on some things and not other. It's just a personal choice. I don't think there's wrong with anything. I'll say a young brunette. It depends on how she's modeling or something. I'll say pinup. I mean, there's certain keywords you use when it comes to photographs, and there's nothing wrong with saying African American in a photo. Nothing at all. I just chose not to do it on this particular batch of stuff. Have I done it before? Absolutely. Because it's about selling on eBay, right? I mean, it is a keyword, and it's not done to offend anybody. It helps somebody search for what they're looking for. So, but yeah, I mean, it's all part of it. I'm sure somebody sometimes has posted a photo of a guy with big ears, like I wouldn't get offended. It's a fact. People have big ears. Okay, here's a good question, Ronnie. Somebody, Bobby Rock asked, do you say gay interest? Like if it's a male, would you use the term? And I think the term gay is becoming more acceptable because it's a description. You know, it's, I mean, a lot of people say I'm gay. You know, that's the way they, and I don't think gay is offensive at all when it comes to sexual preference. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't come across any items like that. I mean, I've seen slides of two men, like older slides of like two men naked, like hugging each other. Okay. That would be something I would put in male, gay. I mean, it's just, you know, it's a description. I don't think I would ever use homosexual in a title or anything like that. But you know, it's just, you know, it's all about keywords, guys. And if you can stay respectful with your keywords, then it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. You know, we're talking. Yes, I'm sure they were hugging. I mean, they were posing is what they were doing. It was a pose, you know. But I mean, we're all adults here. I mean, we're not trying to be offensive to anybody or anything like that. There's stuff out there that people could come across and they would have no idea how to describe this stuff. We got people just leaving left and right. I guess this is offensive to some people. We deal with this stuff all the time, man. We're resellers. We come across it, and what do you do with it? You either, I don't know. And this is Picker's church. It is what
Church
it is.
on.
Actually, Ronnie, our viewers went up, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, but you know, Ronnie, with us, we're as honest as it gets, guys. We try not to be offensive. We might, you know, talk about things that maybe aren't super, super popular, or it might offend some people, but it's not designed to offend anybody. It's just, I don't know. I mean, you can close your eyes and act like it's not there, but as a matter of fact, it's a part of our culture. You know what? What are you laughing at? Yeah. Now, the last thing we want to do is offend anybody. Okay, it's, you know, that's not the intention. It's you know, we're trying to be helpful, and you know, I think we have a reputation for being honest and open. And if a question comes up and it's within our realm to answer or talk about it, we will. Plus, this is Ronnie's channel, so I don't care. No, I'm joking, Ronnie. I'm joking, dude. Really, tell us, guys, in the chat if we're offensive or we're not being politically correct or whatever. I don't think there's anything wrong with what we've talked about. Please, if you have an issue with it, say yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh shit, Ronnie. No. No, but we appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Oh, and the viewers went up, Ronnie, so don't, it's not that big a deal.
I didn't care if it was a big deal or not.
Yeah.
It's time to move on. I guess it's time to call it a night. I'm actually kind of tired. I don't know why. Any last words there, Mr. Chadwick?
This is yard sale season, guys. If you're not out there hitting those yard sales, I don't know what's wrong with you. Hit the yard sales on the weekends, the thrift shops throughout the week, estate sales typically Thursday through Sunday, and flea markets Saturday, Sunday. Just if you have the ability to go out and source this stuff, now's the time to do it.
We're still lacking yard sales over here. I'm hoping this weekend. You know, like the other day, it was actually, what day was it? Monday was actually in the mid 60s. So I'm hoping yard sales will come around here. But
you know they'll be there.
I love yard sales.
Dude, you find so much good stuff at your. I mean, I find good stuff at my yard sales, but you find good stuff at your. It's like we're our biggest cheerleaders. It's like you're the man, Ronnie, and Ronnie's like, "Oh, you're the man, Chad."
It's just fun to see what other people are getting at yard sales. You know what I mean? Like I'll go back and forth with Rudy all day long. Like, hey, what'd you get? What'd you get? You know, and it keeps you motivated because sometimes you're at 11, 12 o'clock and you want to give up, and dude is still out there hustling, and you're like, you know what? I can't give up. It's out there, and you find stuff at people talking like, oh, you only find stuff those first 2 hours. Bullshit. It's out there all day long. Not everybody knows everything, and they might have had a price high at one point, and they're willing to give it away. You just never know. Gotta keep hustling.
Yeah. Oh shoot. Do you remember a while back, Ronnie? I was talking about that Darth Vader mask and that helmet, that thing you put on, and somebody said they were a big Darth Vader collector, and I said, well, get a hold of me and I'll be more than happy to send it to you. If you're in here, give me a holler on YouTube on my channel, or on Facebook, Chad Pagel, or on my Facebook, Golden Finger Picker, Florida Picking Queen fan page, and send me a message. I found it. It's in the garage, and we'll get that sent to you. So just give me a holler. That would be cool.
You can have like 20 people now hit up your.
No, I mean,
I'm a Darth Vader fan.
There's actually, I mean, there was one person that said that. So, I mean, if you want to be deceitful and get a free mask that doesn't work, then hit me up.
All right, everybody.
Yes.
With that being said, I think we're done for the night. Ronnie, did you skateboard back in the day? I was on a skateboard one time. I fell and I took a chunk out of my knee and had to get stitches on third grade.
Wow.
Somebody asking how much cash you take with you to yard sales.
We've talked about this several times, and it depends. It depends. I mean, I've seen Ronnie with a wad, $1,000 roll, and a lot of times you just wait till Monday morning and deposit it back into the bank. But you want to have the cash to make that deal if it's to be made.
During the middle of the season, or if I know I'm going to a estate sale and it has good stuff, I'm pretty freaking loaded with cash. But yeah. I've also lost my wallet too with a bunch of cash in it too. So.
Yeah. It just the key.
Oh shit.
Yeah. The key is don't flash it. Have it in several different pockets at once. Don't pull out $1,000 worth of hundreds or 20s. Put $100 in one pocket, $20 in another pocket, and Kim will keep most of it in her purse if we're out together. And you don't want to have the impression that you're just, your pockets are bulging there. But yeah, have the money to make to make a deal if there's one to be made.
Make a fan. Where are you going to the strip club to go?
No, Bonafide Picker says I'm a Vader fan, and I was reading that as I said that. What's up, Bonafide Picker? Just in time for us to leave. Thanks, guys.
All right, everyone. See y'all later. Have a good night.